Okay, so it's been a few days since I've been back out on this job, and I got the 306 here. I'm looking over. I've already been here this morning, just kind of looking. Today is Thursday, and it rained last Saturday, Sunday, and I think it even rained a little Monday. So the ground is still pretty soft. Most of our hay kind of washed away, and it's about really the only thing. It's got a couple little runs right here, so not too bad. I was hoping our grass would have done sprouted. That hasn't happened yet, but this ground is still a little spongy, so I don't really want to get back on it just yet. It's supposed to be up to 80 today, I think, so it should help dry out. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to get in that thing, and I'm going to just go around the edges here and break the ground up. And I need to get that pipe exposed and see what size that is, and I'll probably just dig this stuff up. And then that stump back there, I'm not even sure how big that stump is. It looks pretty big. So, and I got a bucket in. It's not new. 72 inch. When I saw this bucket, I was pretty furious, because when I ordered this thing, they said, yeah, we'll got a bucket and we'll order you some new teeth and throw on it. It'll be a lot cheaper and quicker than a new one. I said, yeah, that'll work. That's all I need. Bucket is, it's not hurt. It's been used, but it ain't hurt. It's a bucket. These teeth aren't new. And I said, I thought it had new teeth on it. I thought that's what I was waiting on. Well, no, they're ordered. They haven't got here yet, but they said that I said that I needed it right now, so they found it, got it together, and here you go. All it takes is a little communication. Just say, hey, the bucket's here, the teeth ain't here. They're on the way, but if you want to come get it, come get it. Okay. No big deal. I'll come get it now that I know the new teeth aren't there. So it is what it is. I ain't gonna worry with it, you know. I'm just relieved that the teeth are ordered and it will have new teeth on it, because I wasn't going to take it like that. It's like that's not what we agreed on, but the teeth are coming. Guy's a friend of mine that told me, he's like, hey, you know, I just got it ready for you. The teeth are coming, so no big deal. I'll make it work. Which those may be fine, I don't know, whatever. So I got to get this pipe exposed, see what that is, and then I'm probably, which good thing the ground is back soft, so I should be able to break it up pretty good. So anyway, let me jump into 306 and see what we can get done today. Alright, so what I'm going to do, let me swear every time I get in this thing I can't remember which button's which. Alright. This machine's a little bit funny when it's cold or whatever. It kind of gets a little jerky. What I'm doing, I'm just going to break all this up. And all these chunks of concrete. I'm afraid the ground is still a little too wet. desert to flooding and mud. Which, welcome to Mississippi. Welcome to the SIP, as the kids would say. Of course, this side of the house, it don't see the sun. Maybe I won't drag up the gas line here. Be careful around it. I think the water line is right there. I hate to scratch all this up because it's got good grass coverage on it, but pretty hilly, not very smooth. I was going to rent a power rake, but I said, well, I need that tooth bucket anyway, and I think it will do what I want it to. So I just put that money towards the bucket. I've never ran a power rake, and the ones they have don't have the it's only it don't tilt. It's like, well, that's going to defeat the whole purpose of trying to grade all this out. I'm on a hill, basically. So I'm going to try it this way first. If this don't turn out good or whatever, then I'll just go get the power rake and try that. Our Caterpillar dealer just don't have a lot of attachments to really choose from. It just seems stuck. Like, y'all get a power rake that's got a tilt on it. Dry out today and do this today, and then tomorrow come back and kick it around again. Just give me some loose material to work with, more or less. I was hoping, well, I don't have enough topsoil to really put down over everything and smooth it out. I was hoping that, I don't know what I was hoping for. This right here, just kind of break it up. Since it's about to be winter, it's going to be really hard for anything to start growing. contractor mix. It's supposed to be ryegrass and stuff like that. I don't know. So anyway, let me get this broke up, and then I'm gonna get this pipe right here exposed and see what that's looking like. Alright, here's this first little rough patch of I don't know what in here. So ain't no telling what we're about to get into. What I am going to take, there's a couple, well, there's several little bigger stobs and stuff in here that I don't want to. I got the brush cutter sitting right over there, but like this stuff right here, I don't want to just cut that because it's really too big. If I just leave the stobs or whatever, it'll be too big for a lawnmower. So I kind of want to scratch all this out of the ground and make sure there's no roots and stuff. I think there was a tree here, and they said I think they had this one, or the contractor had this one cut down. Something, I don't know. And I think there's roots in here. So I just need to get all this stuff out, make sure there's nothing big left in the ground, like little trees like that. Go ahead and get them out by the roots, and that way the lawnmower and stuff like that can handle it here in the spring. I think their water meter is somewhere. It may not be in here, but it's close by. So let's just hope I don't hit water or the gas. But the gas is to my right. I can see where it's tied in at. Today just feels like one of those off days, like I probably just should have stayed in bed. Yeah, I can see some big tree roots now. A lot of it's just grass and stuff, but I think right in here is where the tree or something was. May have to have another load of dirt brought in. Kind of fill in these bad spots. This spot right here is a little low. That is roots. There's a big root. I don't know if they had this stump ground or what. Let's see what's in here. Where this excavator has the fastest swing rate. Like this thing will make you dizzy. It's been a minute since I've been in the 313. I'm really ready to go back and get back in it. I hope to be done with this by the weekend, and then I'll be in it hopefully all next week unless something comes up that I need to be somewhere else. just gonna keep digging around in here, and if I hit water or something, I'll show y'all. Alright, I got the first little spot scratched out. I dug up a couple big stumps in there, or not stumps, roots. Now I'm down here to this other stump, and I hope that it comes up all like that, because it is a pretty big stump. And there is a water main probably 10 feet from it going to that well, it's supplying it. There's a house over here to the left, but you can see the fire hydrant right there. I don't want to go that way at all, so I hope this thing, it's pretty rotten. I hope she comes on up. I think I spoke too soon. I think I can just break it to pieces here though. I'll break it to pieces and then I'll cover it. She may want to extend this little turnaround spot for the garbage man. There's some really good topsoil in here though. Some type of hardwood, just by the structure of it. Usually fruit trees like pecan trees and stuff like that, they usually rot out pretty quick. I don't know why. They'll rot out a lot faster, and even the logs, they'll rot a lot faster than say an oak will. Or funny because most of them are hard, like a pecan. A pecan is the hardest thing I've ever sawn. But if they're touching the ground at all, they will rot out in no time. And those big roots that are up under the ground, I'm probably just going to leave them because they'll be covered up with dirt, or a good ways under dirt anyway. They'll have probably over a foot of dirt on top of them. Ain't no sense in messing up that turnaround spot just to dig a root out. Oh yeah, that couldn't have worked out no better. I was kind of worried about it. Let me get this kicked around here and then I'll see what else I can do today. There's another, I may just throw that bucket on the skid steer and just see how it does. See if I'm going to like it or not, or if I just wasted my money. I'm gonna get this bucket set out of my truck here. I got the trailer sitting there, but the ground is so wet I didn't want to try to turn around in this yard and mess it all up, so I just had them set it in the back of my truck. That thing's wide enough. It don't look like it. anyway, let me get the skid steer and hook this thing up. And what I may do is I may go ahead and order the weld on teeth, because what they do, the way to get it cheaper is that's actually a smooth bucket and they just bolt them teeth on. It's cheaper, a lot cheaper that way than to buy the bucket with the teeth. But I think I can get those teeth, the weld on part, I think I can get them at the local hardware store. I think I've seen them in there before. I'll see what they got anyway. So I may do that. All right, let me get it hooked up. Okay, I got the ground broke up on this side of the house now. There's a septic right here. There's 4 corners, there and there. I shouldn't have to go any deeper, just I don't want to run over that, so let me get these out of the way. I'm just more or less going to back drag all this, and that should be good. I don't want to hit this, cover it up. And all right, and so far I'm liking the bucket. I know the teeth are wore out on it, but it's amazing what a little bit of bite can do. So I set up on time lapse, and I'm just going to work this around right here. Okay, that went okay. One thing is I got these big clumps of grass. I'll need to probably, I'm gonna go get my hoe and finish this out by hand. But that ground's still just a little too wet. But I think that it turned out good. Like I said, I just got some big clumps of grass, and I need to move that stuff, figure out what she wants to do with that. Gonna finish around that by hand. And I may need to come back right here. There's still just a little high spot, but I'm gonna go grab some lunch. And I've got to take a hydraulic pump to a buddy, have him look at rebuilding it. And I may be back here tomorrow, kind of let this dry out some more, and see how it does, because this right here is still pretty soft. So anyway, that's looking at it from this side. It's a lot better than it was. All right, y'all, stick around. This should be the last little segment of this job. There's that pond is up there, and this is I don't even know where the overflow pipe is, but evidently this area stays wet, and I think what it is where that pond is leaking. This is a low spot, and the water just gets down here and sits, and it don't have a way out because it kind of gets a little high right in here. But then there's a ditch right here. I'm not sure why. It's actually a ditch right here, so I'm not sure why that's really like that. I'll just have to get in there and feel around and see what it does. You see it drains all the way out. So I'm gonna set up on a fence and time lapse me just digging this out, because I'm not sure why that's really like that. Let me get in here and see what's going on. So what I got going on, it's actually pretty dry in here. It's a lot drier than I was expecting. I'm gonna go get the skid steer and finish pushing all this out, but I think like right in there was a little low spot, and then right here, and it kind of gets a little higher right in here. So what I think I'm gonna do, I wish I had my transit with me, is I'm going to take that little high spot and just kind of push it up into here, and see what happens. Or I may just take this one and just kind of work it that way, and then tomorrow or the next day when I come back over here, I'll get my transit and set it up and make sure I've got fall all the way down, because it's really hard to tell. It's not much at all. I think they just got, the people that was maintaining this place got lazy with their mowing and just kept getting further and further out, because I don't see no reason at all that they couldn't been mowing most of that, especially as dry as it is right now. I don't know, you know, we just had a pretty good bit of rain, so. And it could be too because the pond is dried up and there ain't no water flowing out of it. So, all right, let me go get the skid steer. Stripped off, and it's actually not that bad in here. I wish I could take that topsoil and grass and stuff and put it up there by the house, but to have so many clumps in it, kind of be defeating the purpose of smoothing everything out. I think right in here, like I need to take basically at the base of that and kind of cut back and lay it back into this little low spot right in here. What I'm probably going to do is take my bucket and make a little bit of a swell down through here, probably to this point, and then on the other side of it cut it out a little bit more. Like I said, it's kind of hard to see where I'm at without my transit, and I really wish that 306 had the 2D grade control or that Trimble Earthworks on it, like my 313 does, and wouldn't have to worry about it, but it don't. So all right, let me get to digging. Okay, I don't know how well y'all be able to hear me or whatever. I got the doors open. This machine's a little loud, so I could turn it down. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna create a swell with my bucket. I ain't gonna dig really. Just gonna create a low point. That right there. I just don't understand why this ground, why they really wasn't mowing all that, because this ground is, I mean, it's got fall. I don't know, when that pond's full and it's leaking, it may be just keeping this wet all the time. So, who knows? I can't really dig because I don't have any. Maybe it's where I have to come back later once it is and stand in water and see what's that way so we can give it that much more fall. It's hard though, when you got big clumps of grass in it, it's kind of hard to grade it out, see what it is. Well, y'all, we might have had a casualty. Kind of feel bad. I didn't see this little feller. The alligator snapping turtle. He's mad. Watch him. Maybe he'll make it, I don't know. I'm gonna go throw him in the pond up here.